Hi everyone, welcome to the short chair yoga class. This class will be dedicated to the lower body, including the core, hips, legs, feet. We'll start in a really comfortable seated position, finding a firm chair, a sturdy chair to sit on, one that has a back onto it. Feel free to gather some household props for your practice today. If you have yoga blocks at home, you're welcome to have those. Maybe gathering a blanket for underneath the seat if you'd like some extra cushioning, or for the back of the chair. Check into how you've landed, how you're sitting down here on your chair. And if you feel the heels lifting off the earth, not quite making it to the earth or the sole of the foot in general, we can take our props, our blanket or our blocks, bring them underneath the feet to bring the earth a little closer to you. And this might also be hooks in your house, some other kind of box, or you're welcome to bring your blanket underneath the feet as well for a softer landing. And as you make your way into a neutral seated position here, letting the knees rest over the ankles. Knees in line with hips here. Tall, spacious spine with the head stacked over the heart and the heart stacked over the pelvis. Either closing down the eyes here or softening the gaze towards the top part of your mat. Together, let's take a slow, full, nourishing breath in. And releasing with a letting go sigh out of the mouth. Guiding yourself through two more of those. Allowing the belly, the rib cage, the heart center to expand. And then with your exhale out, a sense of softness and release through the shoulders, the jaw, the forehead, the temples. Taking one more round of breath, filling up completely. Releasing with a gentle sigh out. And as we come to our practice today, let's settle in with a sense of gratitude for ourselves and to ourselves. A sense of gratitude for giving and gifting these next few minutes to you, to your body, to your flowing breath, to your heart, and to your mind. So let's bring that sense of gratitude into the heart center. And maybe here you'd like to take one hand onto the heart, maybe the other hand on top. And let that sense of gratitude move throughout your entire body, flow into your breath, into the heart, and into the mind. Taking one more full breath in. Soft and gentle exhale out. Hands float down on top of the knees, chin bows towards the chest. And if the eyes were closed, gently opening up the eyes, allow the eyes to adjust to the light. And then we'll bring the head back up to neutral here. Sit tall, shoulders soft down the back. And we'll start our practice with some gentle movement for the spine and the upper body. Hands here onto the knees, onto the thighs, or maybe hands hold on to the outer edges of your chair, whatever feels best, most supportive for your body as we begin our practice here. On your next breath in, starting to send the heart for a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades together, maybe a gaze up towards the sky. And then with your exhale out, curling in towards your center. Chin softens towards the heart. We round through the back here, really soft through the back of the neck, and a gentle separation of the shoulder blades. Breath in, roll the shoulders back, lift through the heart. Perhaps the gaze looks up towards the sky. And then on your exhale out, curl in toward your center. Draw the belly in, round through the spine. Let the head soften. And we'll take one more of those. Full breath in. And soft breath out. Next breath in, come back to your neutral tabletop, sit tall. Twisting over to the right, we'll take the left hand onto the right leg, slide the other hand behind us, maybe it comes onto the waist, comes onto the chair here, wherever you'd like it to land. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine, lift through the heart, lift through the crown of the head. And then on your exhale out, a gentle softening into your twist. Letting the twist rotate from the rib cage, the heart, and the shoulders. Taking another breath in here to lengthen, gentle lift of the crown of the head towards the sky. And then with your exhale out, a softening and a settling into your twist. And then on the inhale, we'll return back to center. On the exhale, we'll shift the twist over to the left. Right hand here onto the left knee. Back hand slides behind you, either onto the waist or onto your chair, or back of the hand to the low back as well. Take a breath in here to lengthen. And then with your exhale, softening into your twist. One more round of your breath. And then on your next inhale, returning back to center, let the hands land onto the thighs. Bringing some movement into our feet now to start. And just bringing some sensation into the soles of the feet, noticing where they're landing and what we're feeling in the soles of the feet today. So let's start here with knees anchored over the heels. We'll lift the heels up and then take a little bounce of the heels. Maybe they press off the earth a little here, or they bounce in space, whatever feels good for you. And then with your exhale out, let the heels soften, and then we'll take some toe taps. So lightly lift the toes, and then let the balls of the feet or the toes come all the way down to the mat. And then we'll land the toes again, lift the heels. Find that gentle bouncing motion of the heels. Maybe this time, if the heels were touching the earth before, you just let them gently tap off the earth. And we'll sink the heels down, and then we'll gently lift the toes off the mat. And then we'll let the feet rest completely here. And as you rest the feet completely, think about spreading your feet on the earth beneath you. And in particular, pressing down through the base of your big toe, base of your pinky, and both edges of your heel. And as you press those four corners down into the mat, notice how that feels for the soles of the feet, for the legs, how maybe there's a sensation that shifts all the way up to your seat and to your core. Take a breath in, feeling the connection of the feet against the earth. And slow breath out. Bring a little more love now into the soles of the feet. We'll start, or I should say into the feet. We'll start with the right leg to begin. We're going to lift the leg up. There's a few different things we can do here. We can let the leg come up unsupported. We can interlace the hands behind the back of the thigh. Or if you'd like a little more support here, you can find a blanket or a strap or a belt. You can tuck that underneath the leg and then hold on to either end of the blanket or your strap. So choosing an option there that works for you, and always as well, foot can rest onto a block. So wherever you like to land in those variations, those options, we'll start here with the circling of the foot around the ankle. So moving in whatever direction comes naturally to you first. Taking 3, 4, or 5 in one direction. And then come back to center, let the foot dangle. And then taking a few more rounds in the other direction. And notice how that feels for the foot today, for the ankle. Noticing if there are any sensations that come along with that. And then we'll let the foot dangle down towards the earth again. And then curling the toes up towards the knee, press out through the heel. And then on your exhale, point the toe down towards the earth. And we'll take that 2 more times. Breath in, if you'd like, curl the toes towards the knees. And then with your exhale out, point the toes down towards the earth. One more round, breath in, press out through the heel. And then breath out, point the toes down towards the mat. Breath in, come back to a neutral position with your foot. And then slowly lower that foot down to the mat. Take a moment to notice any differences between the right leg and the left leg, the right foot, the left foot. And then we'll shift that to the other side. Gathering the knee up here, foot onto a block, foot floating in space, hands underneath the thigh here, maybe using a strap or your blanket. We'll start with our foot circles here, moving the foot around the ankle, noticing how that feels for your body today, for the foot, the leg. Then we'll shift in the other direction. Bring some awareness to all those tiny muscles, the ligaments, the tendons in around the ankle, the foot, and the toes. And then we'll pause at neutral. And then with the breath in, we'll curl the toes up towards the knee. And then with the breath in, we'll point the toe down towards the earth. Inhale, we'll curl. Exhale, point. We'll take that one more time. Breath in to curl. And exhale to point. Slowly lower the foot down to the mat here. Give yourself a little wiggle out or a little shake, a bouncing of the heels or tapping of the toes again. And then come back to your tall spine. Feet landing here, hip distance apart, hands wherever they feel most comfortable. Moving now for the hips. So starting to move the upper leg bone into the hip socket here to start to flow all the joint fluid, the synovial fluid that exists in the hip joint. We'll walk the feet a little wider. We'll spin the toes out here, the heels coming in. And as we move through these windshield wipers, feel free to shift the feet around as well. Feet don't need to stay static onto the earth. We'll take a breath in here, gently separating through the knees. And then on your exhale out, bring the knees together. So moving through some external and internal rotation of the legs within the hips. Breath in. And then exhale out, knees come in together. We'll take 3 more of these here. Breath in, sitting tall. And then on your exhale, knees shifting together. 2 more rounds. Breath in. Exhale out. And then 1 more breath. And exhale, knees shifting in together. So taking on a different variation of our windshield wipers now. Feet land hip distance apart. And as we move the knees from side to side together this time, keeping your tall and neutral spine here, chest squared towards the top part of your mat. Take a breath in to lengthen. And then on your exhale out, let the knees fall over to the right softly here as you keep the chest forward. Breath in, come back to center. And then on your exhale, knees fall to the left and moving on the inner and outer edge of your foot. Moving a little more for the outer hips here. Exhale out, knees fall to the right. Breath in, knees come back to center. Exhale out, knees move to the left. We'll take that one more time. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, back to center, and then on your exhale, chest and spine at neutral as the knees shift over to the left. Breath in, come back to neutral here. And then we're gonna walk our feet back into our goddess feet here. So knees are separated a little here. Knees are landing over the ankles. And as you look down at your feet, you can see your big toe shining up at you here with the knees moving towards the second and third toe. Gentle awareness in your core, a hug of the low belly in and up as you lengthen through the spine. Take a breath in here to sit tall. And then with your exhale out, letting the shoulders soften down the back. Sliding here your right arm onto your right thigh. Gently moving the right shoulder in that direction and then spinning the heart open towards the left knee. A few different options here. With our left palm, it can stay right where you are as you start to open up through the chest. The hand can slide to the low back here. Maybe you take that top shoulder, roll it back in space a little more. Or perhaps you reach the left arm high to the sky. You reach the fingertips up and overhead, inviting a stretch to the left side of the body. And then we take a breath in. We slowly float back to neutral. And then on your exhale, moving into the lean, lots of space for the left side of the body. Breath in, floating back to neutral a little more. And then on the exhale, spinning the chest open, top shoulder moves back in space, lengthening through the left side of the body. Breath in, come back to neutral. Take your left arm onto your left thigh. Lean a little forward and then towards the left leg. And then same options here. Hand can stay here. Back of the hand can come to the low back and you rotate that top shoulder back in space as you start to look away from the left knee. Or if you'd like, right arm reaches up towards the sky. We take a breath in, we get a little taller, and then on the exhale, moving into the side bend here, lengthening through the right side of the body. And then with the breath in, we come back to neutral a little more. On the exhale, reaching up and overhead. Breath in towards center. On the exhale, reaching up and overhead. We'll take that one more time. Breath in, coming back to neutral. And then with your exhale, find that lift of the chest, lift of the crown of the head, that top shoulder moving back in space. And then with your breath in, slowly float right palm down to the right thigh. Heel, toe, feet back into the midline. And then give yourself a little wiggle, a little shake out there. Come back to your tall seat. Now moving into some strengthening for the legs. And we have a few different options here. We're going to extend the leg out in front of the body. You're welcome to let the leg come unsupported, or if you'd like, you can take a block towards the top part of your mat to let the heel rest on the block. So your choice there. Take your time to set yourself up. Coming back to your tall seat. And it might feel good here to hold on to the edges of the seat or the arms, or the legs, sorry, the legs of your chair. And we'll start with the right leg here to start. And I just demonstrated the left foot, so we'll tuck the block underneath the right leg here, or whatever leg you'd like to start on. Let's extend the foot away from the body. Curl the toes towards the head, engage in and around the knee, but keeping a softness at the knee, at the back of the knee here as well. Breath in to lift the toes, and then on your exhale, gentle tapping of the heel down to the mat. Sitting tall here, notice if you're leaning back and you come back to your upright spine. Breath in, lift the leg. And then on your exhale, lower the leg softly down. Moving through one more round of the flow, lift the leg up. And then with your exhale, lower the leg down. Next time we lift the leg up, we'll pause here for 3 of our breaths, if that's comfortable for you. But know that you can lower the leg down any time that you like. And if you notice a shaking, a wobbling in the leg, that's some new connections here being made between nerves and muscles and new areas of muscles starting to activate. Take one more breath in. And then with your exhale out, lower that foot down to the mat and give that leg a nice generous shake out. Then we'll shift into the left foot. Extend the heel away. Take a breath in, lift through the leg, engaging into your core, lengthening through the spine. And then on your exhale out, gentle lowering, tapping of the heel down. Breath in. Engaging through the legs, soft throughout the knee. And then exhale, lower the heel down. We'll take that one more time, breath in, rising up. And then exhale, lower down. On the next inhale, find a comfortable height for you. Tall through the spine, soft through the shoulders for 3 of your breaths. And then we'll take one more slow breath in. And then with your exhale out, bend the knee, lower that foot down, give yourself a little shake out here. A little bounce or a sway of the knees from side to side. Moving into a variation on our warrior two pose. We'll start by shifting over to the right, sending the right foot out, front knee anchored over the front ankle, and a few different places that the left leg can land. It can extend a little more away from the body here, with the knee, the foot in line with knee in line with hip. Or if it's comfortable for you, it can extend out to the side. We want to have the spine nice and tall here. Engage and strong into the front leg, engage and strong into the back leg, pressing equally into the soles of both feet. Gazing forward here, as in forward is towards your right knee. Hands can stay onto the legs here, hands can shift to the heart. Or if you'd like to come into your warrior two arms, opening or lifting the arms up to about shoulder height. And as we pause here, building strength in the legs for a few moments, we'll build some movement and some flow into the upper body. Let's bring the palms together here at the heart, sitting tall, lengthening through the spine, rooting down into the soles of both feet. Take a breath in here to lengthen. And then on your exhale out, push the palms away from the body here like you're pushing to imaginary walls away from you. And then on your inhale, soften hands back to the heart. Exhale out strong through the shoulders, through the chest, through the arms as you press the heels of the palms away. And then breath in, come back to center. We'll take that 2 more times, pushing the palms away, broadening across the shoulders, across the collarbones. Inhale, hands flow back to center. Taking 1 more round. Breath in here. Exhale out, bring hands down to the legs. Slowly heel toe the left leg in. And then slowly bring the right leg in. Come back to your tall spine, full breath here. Soft breath out. Now let's start to shift that over to the left, opening up the left knee towards the left side of your mat, knee anchored over the ankle. Extending the right leg forward, or maybe a little more in line with the front knee, whatever feels best for your knee and for your hips. Not pulling or pushing yourself into any of those poses, but finding a comfortable range of motion for you. Wherever you've decided to land, press the soles of the feet into the mat, grow tall in the spine, soft in the shoulders. Palms staying here, palms floating to the heart, or for our first breath, maybe you open up the arms to your warrior two arms and you gaze towards the front middle finger. You take a breath in to lengthen. And then with your exhale out, hands journey to the heart. Breath in, boost the heart, boost the crown of the head. And then with your exhale out, flip the palms, push the palms away from the body here. Build strength, steadiness in the shoulders and the arms. And then on the inhale, hands come back to center. Exhale out, opening up. And inhale, back to center. 3 more rounds. Move with your own breath pace here, your own rhythm. Flowing with your breath. Inhale here, hands come back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale out, float the hands down onto the legs. Slowly bend through the right knee, heel toe that foot back into center. And then the same thing for the left foot. Come back to your tall, neutral spine. Give yourself a little wiggle, a little shake out, whatever would feel good for you there. And now we'll move into a final pose, which will be a hip opener here, called seated pigeon. So a few different ways we can move into this pose. We can bend through the right knee, cross the right leg over the left thigh, letting the knee fall open to the side, pausing here. And what we're looking for here is a stretch, a sense of elongation, openness here through the right outer hip. You're also welcome to take a block in front of the body and let your foot rest on the block rather than bringing the foot up to the knee. And that block can be on any height. Anchoring your left knee over the left ankle, sitting tall to start. Take a full breath in. And maybe for the next 3 breaths, you pause right here. And then if you'd like, perhaps you find a gentle forward fold, leading with the heart, leading with the crown of the head as well, as you fold over the bent knee. 3 of your breaths here. Taking one more slow inhale. And gentle exhale. Take your time, slow, rise up back to your tall seat. Using the guide of your hands here to uncross the legs, bring the legs back to neutral. And then when you're ready, find the cross of the other leg here, calf over the thigh, or perhaps the foot laying onto a block. Sitting tall, lifting the heart, lifting the crown of the head. Now they're pausing here for your next 3 breaths, or enjoying a forward fold if that would feel good for your body, leading with the heart and the crown of the head. Pausing as you meet yourself at the gentle point of resistance, your edge, for 3 of your breaths. Letting your breath flow for 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. And then take a slow rise back up to your tall seat. Use the guide of your hands here to uncross the legs. Take 1 more breath in to notice your whole entire body from head to toe. And then finding a comfortable seated position here. So perhaps you sit back a little more onto your chair. Feel free to incorporate your blanket underneath the seat or at the back of the chair here. Hands laying on to the thighs, hands interlaced. However you'd like to settle in for a few moments here of rest, of peace, and stillness. Feeling your entire body here soften and release from head to toe. And as we settle into Shavasana, taking a moment to come back to the heart space and back to that sense of gratitude for yourself, for your physical body, for your flowing breath, for your heart, and for your mind. And thanking yourself for dedicating this time to you today. And gifting yourself one more slow, full breath in. And a gentle letting go, sigh out. And slowly start to awaken the body, gentle wiggle of the toes, gentle wiggle of the fingers. Maybe nodding the head yes and no. Sitting up tall once again, floating hands to heart center here. Taking one more breath in and breath out. I'd like to thank you for coming along to practice today, for creating space in yourself and sharing this space with me and anyone else out there practicing along with me. Have a lovely day. Thank you.